We're staying in our drawingaccurately.dwg file, and we're going to take a look this time at using what they call direct distance entry to create the same rectangle that we've created in the previous videos. Direct distance entry is sometimes known as DDE in AutoCAD, using obviously the first letter of each word. So DDE is an incredibly useful method of drafting as well. It's quite quick too, because what you can do is you can combine it with the polar tracking drafting setting on the status bar. So we're going to go down to the status bar first, and we're going to make sure down here that polar tracking is turned on. There it is there. We're going to click on the arrow next to it and make sure that we're using 90-degree angle increments, that one there. We will go into polar in a bit more depth later on as well in the course. So that means now that any increments of 90 degrees will be displayed, and that was that green line that I mentioned previously in some of the previous videos. So let's have a look at this direct distance entry and see how it works. All we need is that polar tracking and the angle set. We don't actually need object snaps. Dynamic input though, make sure here it's still on, DIN mode is on, because that displays everything on the screen for you as well. So back to our draw panel and the line command. I'm going to pick a point sort of roughly underneath the circle there, down to about there, and left click. So there's our line. Now as I drag to the right, can you see that green dashed line kicks in? As you can see, polar, and it's telling me how far I've moved along that polar tracking line at the angle of 0 degrees, which is one of the increments of 90 degrees in the AutoCAD interface. So there's the distance. All I do now is put in the direct distance I want, which will be 250 again. I just press enter. It's placed the line for me already. I don't even need to place the line. AutoCAD knows that that is 250 long at 0 degrees. So if I now move my mouse so that the line is vertical, I get a vertical polar tracking line, and again, direct distance entry. There's the distance, 169.4345. I type 150 in that box, and I just press enter once. Done. Line segment drawn. And then I move this way to the left. You'll see the 180 polar tracking kick in, so I type 250, direct distance entry again, press enter, and I'm done. Right click, close on the shortcut menu like we've done previously. That's the quickest method of drawing in AutoCAD. Utilizing the polar tracking, utilizing the direct distance entry, and combining that with the dynamic input. So top left rectangle took quite a long time. Top right rectangle, little less time. Bottom left rectangle, even less time. And then the quickest is dynamic input, direct distance entry with polar tracking switched on. You can see how quick that was. I don't even have to click on that second point of the line. I just press enter to confirm the distance.